Hello my scrappy friends, and a big welcome to my channel today. It's Melinda with you, and I am sharing a page I created for Cut to You. So I have used the Too Cool for School cut file here, and you can see that I have not actually cut it. I used the pen holder in my Cameo and popped in a blue sparkly gel pen and had my Cameo write the cut file, which I really love. I did that in concentric circles, and I think that the white cardstock ends up being about 11.5 inches square. Knowing that I was going to put my photo right in the center, and I really love how that turned out. Something different and fun to do with the cut file. Like I said, I knew that my photo was going to go straight in the center, and you can see it's this photo that I'm scrapbooking. It's a little bit smaller than 3x4 of my eldest child. He got new glasses, well, not new, first time ever glasses last December, and the look on his face is just priceless. He's so pleased with himself, and I expect quite happy that he can see much better now that he has these. What I have done here is I've gone through an Ellie Studio paper pad. They do 6 by 8.5 inch paper pads, I think. And I pulled out blues and greens. As you can see, his school uniform is blue with some pops of green and white, and that's essentially what I'm going for. But I wanted to bring in a third color, which I decided to be yellow. So I pulled out a bunch of pattern papers in green and blue, and then one in yellow, and I have just cut rectangles of the patterns and stacked them all up. They are not exactly even on all sides. They're a little bit wobbly and wonky, and I'm going to run with that. So you can see I've just built my background. I am going to use grey ink, I think. Yes, I use grey ink on everything, and I've got my background constructed. I've done the grey ink around the border of my white cardstock. I'm going to add some splatters. This is the, oh no, I surprised myself. I added more mixed media than I had planned to on this page, and I'm starting with some grey splatters. This is a Shimmers product, and it is called, is it Granny Grey, I think? No, I don't think it is. I think it's the other grey, which I cannot remember the name of. I'm just trying to see if I can find it. So you can see I've splattered that down. I'm just rolling off the excess because I knew I wanted to add in some more splatters. I was just looking for a yellow using my swatches there. And this is Little Yellow School Bus. It's another Shimmers product. And again, I'm just adding in splatters of that. I think that after this I probably decide to dry. Yep, pop that one aside to dry. I'm going to work on my layers here, so I'm going to add some tissue paper behind my photo. Just a simple little layer behind there. I don't know if you saw, but earlier I actually scribbled the date on the back of the white cardstock, because I do write the date on the back of my photos, but obviously if I'm sticking the photo down, that's going to be covered up. Decided that I needed one more layer behind my photo. I'm going to use some of this green from the center of my background. This is a Paige Evans paper, I think from her first collection. So here I go. I'm going to ink all my edges. I don't make you watch all that because it is not that exciting. I'm going to pop my photo up on some foam. And then I'm just going to start sticking all my layers together. For my first layer, I do use some of my Scotch tacky glue as well as my ATG, and I'm just going to lay these up. You'll see that they're not all even, they are not straight. That is intentional, just kind of alternating which way they're going. And I'm happy with how that's looking, so I'm just going to go back to my background, pop this one down. I'm like, I'm pretty happy with how that's looking. I can use the text in the background to line things up, which is really cool. I did use like the centering tool in Silhouette Studio to make sure this was in the center and lined up the way that I wanted it. My title is Level Up. I'm going to use these two alphas. Now, the reason I chose Level Up is because this child of mine, for the better part of a number of years, has turned up to school and always tried his hardest, no matter what challenges he faces. And when he got these glasses, you can see by the look on his face, he's rather impressed with himself. He did pick them out himself. He went with his dad, and I was very nervous, I'll be honest. But he picked a pair that really suit him, and they're really lightweight. And so I just kind of went, well, where's he going to go from here? If he can, see as well as turn up and put in 100% of the time, where's he going to go next? Well, he's only got up to go. So that's how I ended up with my title, Level Up. It doesn't exactly make sense, but it makes sense in my head, and so I embraced it and ran with it. I have pulled out a bunch of different, mostly stickers from my stash to build this layout. It's a bit of an eclectic mix of all different things. You can see I'm playing with some, this is really thin chipboard from Pink Fresh Studio, and I don't think I end up using any of it. I cut out about 40 minutes, I think, of me moving embellishments around, shuffling them. When I picked the stickers out, I chose by colours. I pulled out yellow, green and blue, and I knew I wanted to include a camera on this page. So that is how this chipboard sheet ended up, and also how the puffy stickers from Chamel ended up in there. This is an old October afternoon sticker sheet. I've got some really old Cocoa Vanilla Studio sticker sheets here as well. And you can see I'm just trying different pieces in different places, moving them around, deciding I like it, then deciding I don't, and then moving it again, until I end up with a configuration I'm happy with. Like I said, I didn't leave all of this in. I cut about 40 minutes out, I think. I knew I wanted to bring that yellow so that I had like 3 pops of it around the photo, I guess. So you can see I'm kind of starting to work with that here. A couple of times I do get cranky and I'm like, oh, this isn't working, and I give up or walk away. All right, so I'm trying again. I'm really happy with my title up the top there. I really like that My Boy sticker on top of the photo. And then I've got these 2 file tab thingies, which I really like as well. I pull off this notebook edge sticker from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio, one of the collections. I can't remember which one. You will notice in the end photos that it does end up on the other side. And you can see I've got that, like that trio of yellow happening now. I've got the arrow up the top, I've got the little page tab to the right, and then underneath at the moment I've got that wow sticker. I didn't like the orange, so that's why that came off. And you can see how without that 3rd pop of yellow, it doesn't look bland, but it does look monochromatic, which was not really what I wanted. So that is why I decided to add in the yellow. This is a Chamel 6x12 cardstock sticker sheet. I really like this one, Cool Human. So you can see I've got the grey and the tealy colour. I'm like, oh, yep. All right. Pull in the yellow and I get rid of the grey. No, the teal. I'm really happy with how that's looking. I knew I wanted to add something, and I muck around with a few more bits and pieces. I end up getting these 2 tags in. They get tucked in down here, and I do cut off the excess that's tucked underneath because I really think I could use those elsewhere. Move my title. I'm happy with that there. I really want to bring this sticker in because I really like it. I'm going to try it in every single place on the page that I can. What am I doing? So you can see I'm struggling here. I'm not really sure why. I decided that I needed some more darker blue down here, so I add that in. Found this strip of pattern paper here, which I tuck into the side there. I'm like, yes, now I've got also the darker blue to the top with the title to the right and then to the bottom, and I'm like, yes, I think that's what I want. I used my powder tool to take all the stick off most of the stickers, and then I went and I used my foam applicator to add grey ink to the edges of all my stickers that I could, and some more mixed media. I'm using Color Blast Color Paste in deep water, and this stencil is actually from Red Dot, I think, and this is where I'm at now. I'm super happy with how this is looking. You can see that stencil work is all dried. I've also added in some stamping, and I've stuck everything down. I'm going to go in and add a couple of bits of foam in a couple of places just to get the layers to sit where I want them to. Everything here is stuck down now. I moved my title further up, and I really like that. I feel like it just balances everything a bit more. Then I wanted to put some of these clear sticker word strips onto my little tabs. One says high five, this one says incredible, and then I add a couple more in just so that that's not the only place that they are on the page. It says epic. This one says smarty pants, which I think is just really cute. I'm going to cut that in half and stick that in here. I don't know if you've noticed, but with these clear stickers, I stick them down and then I rub over the top of them. It's like, just like that. It's like when you rub a rub-on on, and then when you peel the backing off the rub-on, it's like a clear rub-on, and there's no clear sticker bit over the top. I feel like with clear stickers, if you rub over the top like that, you get the same kind of effect. Some more yellow. This is a random pack of puffy love hearts. There's a couple of random stars on here too, but the perfect yellow, so I'm going to add in, I think I end up adding in 5 of the yellow hearts. And just kind of working in that diagonal from the top left down to the bottom right of the photo, but keeping everything fairly central. A bit of a different configuration, but I really like how this page came together. You can see that I'm just counting and seeing exactly where that line goes. I'm going to come back in and add in some of these dots from the thicker pack. Now with these ones I only add in 3. And so I got that triangle. So I got one right up the top. I've got one with the My Boy and then one down the bottom. And then some blue puffy stars from Bella Boulevard. Just got to move things around to get the perfect placement. Alright, so while I finish this off, I just want to take this quick opportunity to say thank you ever so much for hanging around, for sticking by me, for watching my videos, for taking the time out of your lives to hang out with me and watch me scrapbook, leave me comments, leave me likes, just generally hang out with me. I really do appreciate it. I know that I have been MIA and kind of a bit sporadic over here on my YouTube channel, on social media in general. Life has just been nothing short of manic lately this last week, especially so. My boss has been off with COVID, his wife has been off with COVID, one of the other people I work with, and then our bubbles are all just getting smaller and smaller. I think that we are currently experiencing what the rest of the world has done for the last couple of years. So it's just been a bit crazy around here, and if you don't know, I am a footy mum as well. Both of my boys play football, and in winter we've got training 4 days a week. If we're lucky, we have Friday night off football. If we're not, we also have a game on Friday night and then a game on Saturday. So I really do appreciate the time that you take to stop on my channel. I finished that layout off with some dark blue splatters, and also I've added my journaling right along that arch of the circle. I hope that you have enjoyed my share today. I'll make sure I leave everything in the description box below. This was a super fun layout to create. I love that my cut file is just part of the background. It doesn't stand out as, hey, I'm a cut file, look at me. So yeah, like I said, I'll leave everything in the description box below. If you have any questions, please make sure you drop them below. Otherwise, thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video.